Race2Recovery is a motorsport rally raid team. It's first started off back in 2011 when a group of injured soldiers came together and figured out after their recovery process at Headley Court which direction they wanted to go in. Through their passion of motorsport, they decided that rally raiding, and specifically the Dakar rally, was what they wanted to set themselves as a goal. From there they got the team together, found volunteers, other injured guys who were interested in the project, moved forward, bought a Freelander, entered British events, got the backing of Land Rover, the Royal Foundation, Bosch and MIS Motorsports, teamed up with the Wildcat manufacturer, and then went on to do a shakedown event in Morocco with a couple of other Morocco training packages, and then eventually went on to do Dakar, which we were very successful and became the first ever disabled team to enter and complete the Dakar rally. My history with R2R has been pretty much from the start. First time I saw them was in Wales at one of the rounds of the British Championship. They turned up with the Freelander that the team owned, and they were using to get experience and licenses to move forward with the mission. And they'd also turned up with Top Gear, so quite a presence was seen around the campsite that night. They've been asking around on who to speak to with reference to Dakar and learning knowledge, and kindly enough everyone had suggested me, because I've got a 9-year history of the rally now. I've done pretty much every job on it, from mechanic to truck driver to support vehicle up to parts manager, team manager, you know, the whole package. So I've learned all aspects of the rally. We had assistance vehicles, and we had a company that had done that in the past for various teams. So they asked if I'd help on that side, and then also learned that I actually had my own Wildcat, and at that point they asked me if I'd like to drive for the team, which of course I jumped at the chance of doing. Eventually got paired up with Mark Zambon, my US navigator, who's a guy who lost both his legs in a bomb blast in Afghanistan. This was all before the rally had happened, and there had been talks of what was going to happen with the team after we'd done the Dakar, and we'd expressed an interest. So myself, Quinn Evans, who was the team principal last year, my father and a silent partner have all now purchased Race2Recovery, and we want to move it forwards. Same ethos as before. You know, we're going to be a predominantly injured personnel team wherever people fit. Move it onwards and work with as many aspects as we can. The future plans for Race2Recovery are simple and no different really from what they have been since the beginning. We want to carry on as a professional motorsport rally raid team. The whole structure's there, you know, we have everything in place, so we want to enter more events and get higher places. There will always be a disabled stroke amputee team, so if there's any new guys coming through the system and they think, you know, rallying's the thing they want to chase in life, or they have a passion for it, then, you know, if they suit in the team, there'll always be a place for them, and we'll try and get as many guys as we can in drivers and navigator seats, or mechanic position, truck driving, managerial, you know, however they're suited best really, and that will never change. I'm very fond of doing that. It's become quite a close thing to my heart over the last 2 years of what I've learned. At the same time, the race team has been a registered charity for the last 2 years. That has to stop. It is now a business, a limited business, Race2Recovery Motorsport Limited, and I'm going to work closely with the sponsors over the next few years to try and make Race2Recovery bigger and better, and become a British team that people can get behind, have, you know, joy in following, have a bit of a passion for, and see if we can make our mark on the world stage. Race2Recovery's artillery, if you like, is this. Then we have 4 race cars, Wildcat. They were first produced by Bowler in the late 90s, and then bought by QT in 2007. It's had a lot of evolution over the last 13 years, different fuel tank setups and coilover suspension, sequential gearboxes, things like that. They're supported by a Kerax T4 race truck that we have. The point of that is to go on the same stage as the cars, carrying essential spares. So if one of the vehicles has a breakdown, the truck's not too far behind, the guys can stop and help fix it, get back on the road. Those vehicles are supported by two support T5 trucks, which are MAN 8x8 drops trucks. They have huge boxes on the back which lower onto the ground, and they're mobile workshop stores, if you like, with all the equipment and everything. And they're essentially our life support for everything running the rally. And all of those are driven by, last year, a 28-man crew, which again is predominantly made up of injured servicemen and civilian experts, all working together over the 15-day period. How I'd like to move forward with the Race to Recovery is no different really on where it's beginning and its ethos. It's to carry on being a team there for injured guys who want to try their hand at motorsport, feel that it might be a direction they want to go in, and through that we can show everyone outside of the team that you can move on in life and you can do amazing things, beyond injury. Achieving the extraordinary is a fantastic motto for us, and that's what we like to spread the word about. We want to carry on working with our sponsors, satisfying them. We've had an amazing response so far. The Race2Recovery has become a very strong brand name. We want the team to get bigger and better. We want to enter more events. We want to get higher placings. We want to shine on the world stage and become a British team which people can back, get behind, love, support, follow, fly the flag for all of us out there. So as I mentioned previously, we've secured the team now. It will stay together and carry on being Race2Recovery, not being a charity but being a professional motorsport team. And I'm happy to announce that we've got the backing from our sponsors. So we have Land Rover, Bosch, Castrol Edge and MIS Motorsport on board, and they will be backing the team financially and also with support technically and vehicles and logistics. And we will be entering Dakar 2014 with a 2-car team. There is provision for a 4-car team. There's a few things to change over the next few weeks, but it's all going ahead. So we will do an international event as a shakedown, and we'll also go to Morocco for a training package, get the team prepared. There'll be some other guys who are training up for next year. There's bigger plans for 2015 and onwards. And yes, we're going to fly the flag for Britain, be a professional motorsport team, keep the support of the followers, grow our fan base, and put our mark on the world of motorsport.